If you recall from an earlier video when we were showing some of the inventory for the Bianca, I mentioned there's a lot of teak that had come with this project boat, everything from the stairs to some scrap lumber to drawer fronts and doors and all sorts of teak pieces. I'm going to start sanding these down and getting these refinished, these cabinets that go in the salon. So what I'm working on right now is the dining room table, and this is a nice teak piece, teak plywood with teak trim, and it's a nice drop leaf table that you can see the notch where the compression bar fits around the compression bar or compression post that comes down underneath the mast and through the boat from the ceiling to the keel. Right there. And here's the drop leaf mechanism right here. Take a look at this. This swings out to the side and then clicks up into here, kind of a friction notch. And as you can tell, I'm going to try and get a little close, and you can see some of those scratches. Obviously somebody had tried to take and sand this, going totally against the grain, probably by hand or with a sanding block. What I'm going to do, what I've started doing, is I'm going to take this apart. Need to get this down to where it's easier to sand and be able to sand these properly with a random orbital sander to prevent scratching, also to get as much sanding done with a power tool as possible, and be able to get this down to the nice raw teak surface and be able to give it a good coat of spar varnish after that. And so anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. Alright, so the majority of the sanding is finished on this teak drop leaf table for the dining room, and I've got a little bit of hand sanding to do around the edges on the pieces of trim that I couldn't get into with the sander, and so get that finished up, and then I'll be ready to start refinishing this table. Beautiful grains in this teak, just such a beautiful wood, and it's fun to work with too.